Good afternoon. Good evening, actually. I think it's about 6 o'clock. We are in the middle of a heat wave. I don't know if you can hear the fan going in the background. So it is, I think it was like 42 degrees Celsius with the humidex today. So I've got like my hair all, it's doing its own thing. So this is day 2 of the heat wave, but I have found it's been warm lately. So I've been working on some small projects. This is small project number 1. So I'm doing I think this is the Pearl Soho hat, and this is mystery yarn. What is this? Oh, sorry. This yarn is Juniper Moon, Harriet. In there, Golden Llama colorway. I would not call this gold. This is like more almost Kermit the Frog green. Maybe not quite. It's got a yellowish tint to it, but anyway. This is a new colorway to my shop, and I wanted to knit it up to see how it would look in a sock, and I absolutely love it. This is cinnamon and sage, so there's still some of that left in the shop. I just did a small batch because I wanted to see how it turned out before I went in whole hog, and I absolutely love it. It's got a little micro striping action going on. So that's the first sock. This, I finished up the second sock. This was the Flote sock. It's German, I'm pretty sure. And then I cast on the second sock just to get the cuff done, and then I'm just ready to start on the bodies. All small projects, nothing that's gonna like cover my lap or anything. So I do have the sweater still to work on, but that's what I'm working on for now on the hot June days. Good morning. It is still morning, I think. It's like 11, almost 11:30. But I can hear the push mower going, so I'm going to talk fast. I'm on a real hat kick. I'm on my, I think, 3rd hat. But the traveler's hat I am taking apart because this part here looks pretty good. But the further up I went, it got looser and looser, and I didn't like how it was looking. And then I tried the hat on, and I didn't really like how it fit on my head. So I'm going to undo all of this. And I am going to, I think I might do a Pearl Soho. They're not beanie. It's just kind of their like regular toque. I am on a hat kick right now. My garbage is flying. No. And then so I'm hoping that the mower isn't too loud. But you know what I think I'm going to do is I think I am going to only take it down to where the ribbing starts, maybe like 1 row above, and then keep the ribbing, because it doesn't make sense to take that apart when I need it for the hat anyway, and then just go from there. I think that makes the most sense. Hello, how are you? Can you sit? Good girl. Good girl. Oh, such a good girl. Such a good girl. It's pouring rain outside, like pouring rain outside. I have gone on a hat knitting bender. I just finished my third hat. I'm almost finished a pair of socks. I did bring the sweater with me, which I may do some work on this afternoon because I'm kind of tired of hats now. I've hatted myself out. I'm gonna finish off. I'm just have to do like about this much more of the sock, and then I'll have finished the cotton blend socks that I was knitting. And I think clearly it's going to be an indoor day because it is pouring rain. The dog's like just sacked out on the floor. I think I have not had my second cup of coffee today. I just got sucked into finishing off that hat, and then I was like, oh. It's actually 11 o'clock now and I have not had my second cup of coffee. So I'm going to fix myself a second cup of coffee and finish off the sock. Maybe have some peanut butter balls. I went to Uprooted and I got some peanut butter balls, but they had a, what was it called? Almost like a cheesecake square. Oh my God. I went back and bought a second one. I haven't eaten it yet, but I'm going to. I am going to. Oh my God, it was so good. There was a robin hopping around out in the rain. We put out a suet block, and I'm just noticing the little yellow finches are starting to fly around, so I'm hoping they'll get to it. I have it hanging in the tree. They're like little copse of trees by the broken down bench. And I actually broke a branch off of the tree because I had to really lean to get it on the branch that I wanted. And the branch I was sort of using to hold myself, balance myself up, was a dead branch. And I was like, this is gonna break. I hope I can just get it up there before it does. So just as I hooked it, it's the branch I was holding on to hold my balance. Because I was precariously balanced partially against the tree, but mostly on the edge of the rock, and it snapped. So I made a big leap off of the rock. Anyway, I have to change the laundry over, and then I think I will get my second cup of coffee and finish off my sock. I'm sitting here trying to edit the latest episode, and the dog is over on the couch, like dreaming up a storm, making all kinds of noises. I don't think I've ever had a dog that's been as active a dreamer as she is. It's crazy.
She does not sleep without dreaming and making noise and her paws going. Sometimes her whole back end is just like rocking right off the floor.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. And I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking and the wind blowing in the trees. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. I'm gonna let the past be filled with smoke. And I will try to fix what has been broken.
Good morning. I am back to work now after, glare in there, after 5 days off. Oh, those 5 days make me realize I am really gonna rock retirement. So I've got about 10 minutes before I have to get going at work. Little miss needs out. So we're gonna go do that. I have just caked up a skein of It's a Petunia so I can make myself some socks. Usually I'll put all of my sock yarn that I make, hey scratchy face, in the shop because I do small batches, so I don't want to hold anything back. But then I always regret that I didn't because I want some for myself. So I've started doing that. So I kept back a skein of cinnamon and sage, and I'm almost on my first sock of that, and I just skeined up It's a Petunia. I didn't take a skein of birch out because I have knit with birch before, so I'm okay on that one. I do want to make a sweater out of birch eventually though, but somebody needs out, so I've got to go. Good afternoon. It is another heat wave here in Nova Scotia. We apparently have now only 2 summer settings, and that is rain or heat wave. So I am on my lunch hour. So I thought I would come down here and show you what I am knitting with my final advent calendar that I have left to work with. This is the one that's from, oh my God, I think the heat has fried my brain. This is from a homespun house, and this is the 2020 2022 Advent Calendar. So what I am doing is I've got everything balled up. It's two-tiered. What I am doing is a cowl. It is similar in a way to the habitation throw, which I keep calling the hibernation throw. So anytime if you're watching any of my videos and you hear me refer to the hibernation throw, I mean the habitation throw, because I can't seem to get that one through my thick noggin. And I also can't remember the name of the cowl I'm doing. So let's go on a journey of discovery, shall we?
Okay, so here we have it. This is the Harton cowl. La, la, la. So this is from Knit Vent 2020, which I believe the habitation throw is from that year as well. I am doing it a little different. She is striping kind of two colors together anytime you see these stripes here. I'm not doing that because I just don't feel like switching back and forth because I'm lazy. So anytime there's this, I'm doing solid colors, but it's only taking about 10 grams basically. So I'm gonna have leftovers. So I think what I might do is I'm gonna make one for me and then I'm gonna make one as a gift. So what I did do was I just took a neutral color in my leftover sock pattern. Nope. My brain really is fried. I took a just leftover sock yarn in just kind of a neutral gray. I think it was, I didn't have the tag, but from the looks of it, it's the Illimani Echo Llama. And what I did was, so you cast on the number of stitches required, and then I just did the cast on row and the first row in the Illimani just to kind of get the base down, and then I started the first section. So it kind of repeats, I'd say, 2 sections, and you just sort of repeat them. I just, did I? Oh my God, I literally just pulled it off and dropped stitches. Hang on, it's not a problem. Everything is fine. So anyway, this will be kind of a good mindless knit, but for now I'm going to drink my coffee because that's what you drink when it's like, 38 degrees Celsius outside. But I need a little pick me up. I do have my water. I got like my big thing of water here too, so which means I'll probably run to the bathroom all afternoon. Have myself a little real good bar snack. Dog stacked out over there. So I'm just going to maybe put on a podcast and do a little knitting. I'm trying to make the bed and somebody jumped up and decided it was time to nap before I finished.
enjoying your cooling mat? Yeah? Good day. Good afternoon. I was going to do a podcast today, but it is so stinking hot upstairs that I decided I'm going to try to pull together the July vlog instead and then do a episode hopefully next week. I haven't done a whole lot of knitting because it's been so hot, but one thing I did do is I started doing a cowl for with my Advent from 2022. I was using a pattern from Knitvent 2020 by Grace Handmade, but I changed it. I did the same amount of cast on stitches, so I followed it up until I got to the lace row. So if any of you have been with me for any length of time, you know I am awful at doing lace. I screw it up no matter how simple it is. If it's not just a yarn over eyelet, I mess it up. It's awful. It's awful. And this one seemed pretty straightforward. It was literally 9 stitches repeated. And I managed to mess it up. So then I had to tink back, but when I tinked back, I missed, because there was passovers. And so when I was kind of tinking back, somehow I missed some of those. So then my stitch count was off. So let me show you. So this is the stitch, the thing in question. So this here is kind of what it should look like. And then, as you can see, things went horribly awry. That one almost looks like it should. This one, no. Yeah, I tinked back. I tried to fix it, and then I just got frustrated. So the next row, I thought, because you do kind of 2 color sections in the lace, so I thought I'll just do a yarn over, which I did, and that was fine. I should have knit a couple of rows and then done the yarn over, because I did it right at the beginning of the row, and that just kind of looks a little silly. And then of course I did it again for this one. I think, yeah, I did it again for this one, and I thought, so I'm not thinking, like, I'm not taking this out. It's just whatever it's going to be, that it's going to be. I'm only using half of the skeins, so I am going to knit one of these as a gift, and then I am going to knit one of them for myself and just do it that way. I'm going to have enough left over. I am going to attempt the eyelet row, but what I am going to do is I am going to make it, I'm going to put stitch markers maybe like every 18 stitches, because I think it's like a 9 stitch repeat. So every 18 stitches I'm going to put a marker, and then I'm going to check as I go that everything within that 18 stitch range looks the way it's supposed to. And that way, I won't have to tink back an entire row and screw everything up again. So that's where we're at with that. But it is kind of simple. Otherwise, it's just kind of straight knitting. You know, that part's easy. So anyway, I am going to do a little knitting today, but I think first I'm going to pull together the July vlog and get that edited and uploaded either today or tomorrow, depending on how long the edit takes me. And so I will hopefully be able to do an episode next week, and I won't be able to do one the week after that because we have a family reunion going on the weekend, so it'll have to be next week. It may be at the schooner house I do it from, but anyway, neither here nor there. Hopefully I'll have something. you know, worthwhile to show you because I really have not been doing much knitting at all. It's just been busy, and then yesterday we had mom and dad down to Schooner House, so I didn't get any knitting done hardly yesterday. And yeah, so it's just been busy or stinking hot. So there's not a lot of knitting being done, but hopefully by next week we'll have something to pull an episode together, and until then I'll get you guys the July vlog up, and I will see you soon. Bye.